Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Houston Texans.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy. Downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
On second down, here's Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Shepard deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Play fake. Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Mayfield. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And Stroud now to throw, and that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Holmes returning from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't run goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Pierce. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Stroud. Touchdown, Texans. Marquise Goodwin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. In your direction that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud on 3rd down now. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here goes Stroud again. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, it's Stroud. That's caught, and again, it's Goodwin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now here's Stroud on third down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Of this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Right side complete. That's Woods. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Stroud here on third and long. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will... So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Right side complete to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. $16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give up the middle to Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Mechie has it on the slant. So give him the yardage on the pass and half. The distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Fighting through pressure. And this is going to be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Giants will use. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Second and 11. Stroud with another keeper. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Houston, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles